well, change. That there's always change, and that it's good. Yeah, I think no one in e-commerce has ever said to say goodbye to something, because there's always something new coming up.
As I don't directly work in e-commerce, but I see a lot of customers obviously coming from or living in the e-commerce ecosystem. I see new companies popping up every year, and I think that's super exciting, and that is really enthusiastic for me. Because when I go to a show like here today, or to other big shows like even a DMEXCO in Cologne, I see new companies popping up every single year. And that's new e-commerce players, that's new technology for e-commerce. So there are lots of people out there founding new companies, inventing new technology to drive this whole ecosystem forward. And I think that's why I love working in this whole online industry, because it's doing so well, it's growing. And I mean, what's better to work in an industry that is growing and prospering and doing well, right? So that's I think that's my personal take on this.
It taught me a lot, I have to say. It taught me that things are changing very rapidly, and that you have to adopt not only your company but yourself as a person. You have to have, first of all, patience. Sometimes patience will get you further than if you want to do everything right now in this 1 second or in this one moment. So patience is one of the things. And the other thing, as I told you before, is listening. I think listening to the needs and the problems of our customers and our users is one of the main things I learned in working in the e-commerce sector. Because that's the biggest part. You need to earn the trust of your customers, and the only way is to listening to their needs and problems.
It can open your world. Working in e-commerce, it's not really working in e-commerce. It's working in logistics, and I think people did think for a very long time that working in logistics is simply moving boxes from the one end of the wall to the other end, but it's much more than that. I think logistics is everywhere. Everything we do is logistics, and e-commerce is a new part of it, because it arose, I think, just a couple of years ago, but it's there to stay. So it opens our world. I think it's great.
Well, from my own very personal experience, I've been taught that the internet and e-commerce in general offers great opportunity for disruption. So if we think about many businesses that have been disrupted by online companies, so not just in e-commerce, but we see Airbnb for property rentals. They're bigger than all of the hotel companies now. Amazon and how they've disrupted retail, eBay, how that's disrupted classified adverts. So I think that what I love about e-commerce, and I've learned about e-commerce, is the great democracy of it all. If you have a great idea, and if you can provide clear customer advocacy and feedback, all of these companies leverage reviews to build trust. That I believe that I've learned that e-commerce is a great place where you can grow a really successful business, in fact, even a world-beating business, very, very quickly indeed.
What's been teaching me, I think that would be better phrased. Well, I've been working with e-commerce for the last 17 years. And one thing that I've learned is don't be afraid of making mistakes, because nobody knows exactly how it works. Of course, we have experience, we understand, we bring our experience to the market, being a provider, as a technology provider, as a retailer, whatever. But this is an environment that is forming itself, although for let's say, me, myself, I'm in this market for 17 years, and we see that it's still understanding how it works. We are still migrating from one mindset to the other. The new generations are starting to present themselves now, those that were born when there was already e-commerce. And as those people are coming as consumers, and those consumers are becoming also the business players. So the way of thinking is changing, and working with huge companies, like global companies as customers, as our customers, as well as with some very small and regional stores, we see that great ideas and great insights come from players from all sizes. And you have to be open-minded to be able to absorb what they have to bring to the table. And it's very enlightening, I would say, when you start to see that a solution that was thought out by one of our smallest clients ended up being part of a native feature of the platform. And then you see a huge company with presence in 7, 8 countries using the platform start leveraging and making a lot of money from that small idea.